Hey Harmonizers, it's time for a fun video of our Christmas concert, and it features a lot of the horses that you guys have been seeing in my videos, including this here is little Elysia. Well, I guess she's not little, she's actually a big thoroughbred, but she is starting to recover really well, and I'll share with you guys another video about her later on. But this is her in our Christmas concert, so you can see what a little saint she is because she carts around beginners, but she also does the jumping courses and all the big demos, everything else. So she really is a special horse to me. And then you also get to see some of the other horses that are at our farm. This is Glimmer, and so she's actually a boarder that has been at our farm for many, many years. And originally when she started at our farm, she was quite nervous and she wasn't like the super calm horse that you see now, but she had a dedicated student named Alfie who worked with her for several years, and over time she became this really gentle giant, as we call her. And this is her with one of the beginner students that's learning to do different things, and you can see she just plods around really happily, and she's so adorable when she does our hunter schooling shows. It's almost like you have to barely point her in the direction at the jump of where you're headed or the pole that you're doing, and she's so cute because she'll actually be like, oh, okay, we're headed over here, and she'll kind of take you the rest of the way. She's just become such a really willing horse, and really kind of showcases what can happen when we use kind techniques with horses over time. They just can become so willing and so happy to do the things that we're asking them to do. So it's super awesome to see the progress that she's done over the years. This is her just doing a little bit of the routine that they set up. All the kids and the students, it can be adults, it can be kids, they all have different routines, and we try to do minimal changes to the arena so that way it's not too chaotic to transition between them. So we'll have some poles or some pedestals, different bridges or jumps, but we try to keep it pretty simple. This is Dare, which is my little girl's pony. So you guys probably know Dare from seeing her in videos with Evelyn or Melina, my two little ones, but she also does a few lessons at our farm, and she's also a fan favorite in our summer camp or our March break camps, things like that. And she's just so quiet, and she's an old pony with lots of years of experience, and she's just a super sweetheart. So she's going around there looking super cute. I love how they fully dressed up. People get to choose what to dress up in, and then we also invite the community to come and sell their little goodies, which can be Christmas oriented or not. This is Chili, who's actually owned by one of our coaches at the farm. And some of the coaches have horses that are at our farm, and they can use them in their lessons as well, which is great because then they get to see the students work with their horses, and they know their horses super well. And Chili's a really quiet quarter horse. He's so funny. He's a little bit on the chunky side. He definitely likes to eat his food, but he is a nice, smooth, lazy pony. And so this is a rider that gets to use him and gets to showcase this little piece here where she actually does some bridleless riding, which is super awesome. Emily has been at our farm for many, many years, and her horses, she has both Chili and Pentland. And you might remember Pentland as being one of my 2016 thoroughbred makeover horses. He actually finished third in both of our trail and field hunter class, which was pretty cool. And then this is the quarter horse, which is both Emily and her mom's horse. Laura is her mom's horse, so they kind of have the two horses together, which is super cute and super cool. And so here she's showing off a little bit of her bridleless, which is awesome. We love at our farm to do a little bit of variety, whether it's English, Western, jumping, bareback, bridleless. We love that we can share so many different learning opportunities with people, and every coach kind of has their different favorite thing to do too, which is a lot of fun. This little guy, do you recognize him? This is Alfie, so our black Mustang that's doing super awesome, and riding with little student Maisie, doing some fun different obstacles and different things. And you can see it's a little bit tricky sometimes with his steering. He's still what we would consider a little bit on the green side, and this is a little bit more of a stressful environment than what we're typically used to because there's people watching, there's people cheering. So he was like, I don't know if I want to go down to that end of the arena. So you can see that was a little bit tricky. But what I love about Alfie is that he doesn't do anything like super awful or dangerous. Like there's no really bad things happening. It's just he was bopping his shoulder, not sure if he wanted to turn in that direction, but Maisie was still able to get him turned around, which was great. And now she's bringing him down to do the bridges. And this is all something that the horses have to work up their confidence and figure out what it is that we want them to do, and that it's going to be okay to do it. And so this was great here that going quickly, he was like, oh no, I don't know if I want to go down to that far end of the arena right now. And so Maisie slowed down, brought him into a walk. Now she's doing a little backup, so she's doing a few different little things with him. Of course, everybody has a different routine, so they get to play their own style, as you could say, but they also get to adjust it based on what's happening with the horse as well. And so here he was a little bit worried, and so she just kind of slowed it down and changed it up. I definitely look forward to riding again, and I can't wait to be able to start riding Alfie again. Even though he is green and younger and doesn't have the same miles as the other horses do, because he's willing to try different things, and when he's expressing like, hey, I'm a little worried going down to this far end of the arena, maybe because of just the whole atmosphere being a little bit more anxious with the applause and the audience watching, and he might feel like maybe he's going far away from everything else. I'm not really sure, but again, it's nothing like super awful that he does. I'm knocking on wood right now, but he's not the horse that's thrown bucks or anything like that while he's being ridden or anything. He's just been pretty chill about life in general, and he's pretty willing. What's interesting is he's actually more comfortable down here at this end of the arena by all of the applause. So who knows, maybe it's just because the whole atmosphere is a little bit more anxiety provoked with everything going on. Maybe it's because it's going away from all the other horses, or who knows, maybe he was looking at something outside of the door. But whenever a horse is having a little bit of a hard time, it's usually a good idea to slow down and help them realize that it's okay, and then work in the area where the horse is more comfortable. And then this horse here is Kahleesi, and you might recognize her. She was my 2015 Thoroughbred Makeover champion, and she's been a superstar lesson horse ever since. Of course, she starred in a few movies and even did the live play last year for Cavan Blazers, it was called, out in Millbrook, and was super awesome at that. And she's just become a really nice horse to have in our program. She loves to do the little jumps, and she's so great at a lot of the different obstacles. You can see she loves jumping. She just perked up right there. She's like, oh yay, jumping time. So she can be a fun one to try some different exercises with, and she's pretty handy going through different grid work, and this is fun for her to get to show off some jumping skills as part of the concert. It's really nice that all of the students get to showcase something at their own level, whatever it is that they want to do, and they also get to choose their own music for the routines as well. And it's fun that you guys get to see a few of the highlights and a few of the horses doing different things. It's a great time to just get together, and we make it a free community event, so anybody in the community can come. They can shop the little vendors that have come and brought their little goodies, as well as get some horsey entertainment. It's just a fun way to share our love of horses. Our whole motto at our farm is where horses are happiness, and we just love being kind to the horses, having a good connection with the horses, and just realizing that we can develop the partnerships with them, doing a variety of different things. So it's just a lot of fun. I would love to hear in the comments which routine was your favorite, or which was your favorite horse update, because you guys got to see Elysia, you got to see Dare, you got to see Alfie, Glimmer, now Kahleesi. So you're seeing a bunch of the different horses, and I'd love to hear which one was your favorite to see, or which was your favorite routine of the whole event. But this was our Christmas concert. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed a little festive spirit.
Remember to subscribe and check out harmonyhorsemanship.com for even more learning.